McChewy, what's up, brother? I don't have an order from you, big dog. I went on there and looked. I don't see anything. Oh man, I need to paint some more crawls today. I think you promoted this show, dude. What's up, Gage? Bassy, are you in Florida yet, big dog? Nashville, Tennessee. Look at this bad boy. That thing is wicked. Taking requests today. If I deliver tomorrow, yeah, I think you're SOL, big dog. I don't think that's going to happen. I think yours should be going out. I'll be shipping it tomorrow morning. Had have a show scheduled Friday. That's probably not going to happen, of course. I think I got a funeral now. I don't think it probably end up being Friday. Ploppers, I do, buddy. I'll show you what I got, bro. Well, the hell are they? I do have some. What are you wanting them in? We could do them right now. I got 3 right here. What kind of patterns are you thinking, brother? He'll be in here before long. He'll be in here before long. Ken, what's up, buddy? Mouse. A mouse. Oh, gray and pink one. Yeah, we can do that. I'll give him a second. longer. He's one of the few. Want to let me know what colors you want. That's not a bad idea. I was going to paint lipless tonight, but looks like we'll do something else. And we'll just go ahead and do that mouse one now. Gray and pink. Have I painted one before? Shows you how much I remember. Fire. What was pink on it? Was it the tail? Okay, we could do that. I could go ahead and run that for you, Matt, if you don't want to stick around. 3 bone, 2 randoms. Two artist choice. We'll just go ahead and knock the bone ones out now. So what I think for one of the other ones I do, I have a really good ghost shed I like doing. And the other one I have no idea what I do. Let me get these taped up. So 5. What's up, Alex? And I went fishing earlier. I can't tell the story, not here. Either way, I thought it was going to be peaceful. It was not peaceful. Yeah, dude. I'm always down. We're just going to start with these bones since they're the easier ones. And then on the other 2, we'll do something different. I wasn't going to paint today, but here we are. Seems like that's how it always goes. So I'm going to take the day off. And then I got home after fishing. I'm like, well, I kind of feel like painting now. Dude, I'm an idiot. I made an oopsie. I left paint in this. It's still spraying, though, so that's good news, I guess. All right. Let me grab my mask. And we're going to knock the bone out. What's up, Pike Hunter? Does anybody want to be a mod? Just so you can pin my Facebook. And somebody reported my Facebook again. I guess they hate you when they hate you. It's not being recommended anymore or whatever. But my Facebook, YouTube, and then the website. Facebook's like, I don't know. It's the most annoying thing. So your page isn't being recommended anymore because it's not following standards. And you're like, all right, well, what standard am I not following? It doesn't tell you. So I'm like, all right, whatever. It happened earlier this year. I gotta cut this fan on while I do this color. I like to do 2 layers of the bone. Just makes it show up a little better. Okay, one more.
I'm going to do a red gill plate on this, or do you just want them?
Matt, are you just wanting these straight bone? I mean, I could still do like black around the eyes. I always like doing the gill plate, so just let me know what you prefer on it. All right. I was saying, do you want? So I'm gonna do black around the eyes. I kind of do that with every bait. Do you want a red gill plate on these too? I like doing that on them. I think it adds a little contrast on the bone. That is. All right, cool. All right, let's hit these with the hair dryer. All right, let's hit this one too. One more, then we're done with it. All right, let's do the gill plate first. Considering I left painting this for 4 hours, it seems to be spraying pretty good. Normally, I feel like if I leave paint in there, it's end of the world.
What's up, Glenn? Yeah, whatever. I use like soak off. It's for like nail polish. There's not really anything in there that's gonna hurt, so I'm not really too worried about it. I Every once in a while I do have to take it apart and clean it, but after each fill or whatever, I usually
Run that through like a cup through, and for the most part, it keeps it clean enough to spray. I know a lot of people clean after each use. I just clean when it starts giving me problems. Sometimes, depending on the paint, there's a lot of paints that will speed that up. I wouldn't imagine so. It's all. This airbrush doesn't have any O-rings. Or at least if they are, I ruined them and they're not there anymore. Some of them have O-rings. And that could be a problem. But I've taken this thing apart a couple times. If there was an O-ring, I destroyed it, and it still sprays fine. So, no, the cheaper Iwata I had, one of them had O-rings in it, and that became a problem. But come on. Okay, let's do the black now. This thing's falling down again, of course. I need to invest in a better stand, dude. Bear with me for a second. Oh, all right. Let's put some eyes on these, and then we'll do the other two. Hope you guys didn't forget it is Mother's Day, so if you forgot to tell your mom or your wife, you're welcome. It's a little late now, I think. It honestly hasn't been a very good Mother's Day. It's not been a very good day, but it is what it is. It's like I don't know. I gotta find some eyes. Our options for the eyes are kind of limited. Wait a minute. I'm lying. Let's see how these look if they're too small. All right, where's the tweezers? They're just a hair smaller, but I think they should look fine. We'll just see what they look like up against it. I mean, I'd send it. All right, we're gonna do those. Google eyes. Be a good idea. A reactive lure. Hey, you need to text me these ideas. Don't put them out here for the world to see. Come on now. Go into place. You need to keep these ideas confidential. These are the realest looking lures money can buy. Look at the eyes, they move. All right, first one's completely done. And then two crazy ones, or random ones. I don't know if you said crazy. Thinking ghost shad for one. I know people are going to be like, you got googly eye baits? I tell you what, I'd probably save a ton of money if I just bought googly eyes and put them on these. If you're ever bored, you should go on my Facebook page. I did some Halloween ones. I thought they were the bomb when I did them, but they're glow in the dark Halloween ones. And anyone out there wondering, glow in the dark paint sucks. You want to talk about a pain? I might actually still have one somewhere around here. What's up, brother? What's up, man? We're having a day, aren't we? I went fishing earlier. What else did I do? I went to lunch. It's been kind of a mellow day. I mean, not completely, but for the most part, yeah. Wasn't gonna paint. I went fishing. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go paint after. I got a little motivation out there fishing. Like this seems a little. Yeah, it's a great day to do it. Well, at least here it was. Just, it's kind of almost a little chilly. All right, we got your first three done. Dude, after seeing, first off, you guys need to go check out plug your YouTube channel. I'm gonna make you a mod so you can plug it. Because I'm not just saying this because we're friends, but actually has some very entertaining fishing videos. And that catfish you caught was really nice. After watching that, I'm like, dude, I got to get on the catfish down there. Oh, I showed Kara. She liked it too. I don't give a shit. Here, I'll let you plug it if you plug my stuff. You can plug your stuff first. That's a hell of a deal. Seriously, I'm not lying though. You guys should go watch it. It's actually pretty entertaining. I went to that same lake today that I went to last weekend, hoping I'd hook into a monster crappie again. I mean, that's been 2 weekends ago now. I don't know, but I was hoping this lake, it's like a hatchery, so they're really particular about boats and stuff. So you can't actually bring like a kayak or a boat there, but they provide boats. And I was really hoping I could get on one today. And then I realized I didn't bring an oar. I'm like, well, I don't know how well this is going to go. So it makes sense because last time we went there, there were, that was everyone was out there on boats. And you'll just have to plug your channel. I don't know if you can put a link in here. That's kind of, I'm only saying they're big because if I don't, then the story doesn't make any sense. There's two really big women in this John boat, and my wife and I are like, what the hell are they doing? So they're just sitting like 2 inches off the bank. And then after, like, when we were leaving, I told her, I'm like, I think we can get on those. Like, I think those are free use. Sure enough, they are. I'm going to do one in a ghost shed. Funny enough, I was fishing and I wasn't catching anything. Now, I remembered a comment yesterday I got from Pike Hunter said something about pause. And the second I paused it, got a fish. I was like, well, looky there. Wasn't anything to brag about, though. What's up, Justin? And the website, dude. The website, you guys haven't checked that out. I've been putting the work in on it. That's Midmo Tackle too. You know I gotta plug it. What is it? Midmo 15. Get 15% off $20 or more. Woo! Giving it away, fellas. Okay, let's do this tail. Or not the tail, we're gonna do the back of the. These are almost easier just to take off. That ice cream one. That ice cream one, dude, was sick. I ended up painting 3 more of those. I put those on the website and like, I don't know who it was. Someone's like, "Oh, you should do a whole flavor line." I'm like, well, let's see how the first ones do. So I've had that happen before, dude, where I'm like, oh, these are gonna be the hottest lure I've ever painted. So I paint up a ton, and it's like, yeah. I don't know how many of you have ever seen this ghost shad pattern, but this thing, I don't know what it is about that. I think it's that chartreuse there, and it leads in that tail. I always smoke them on this color. This or the bone shad. I'll tell you the truth, the bone shad might be the best color. That's actually what I caught the fish on today. You know, I got to show you the picture really quick. It's not anything to brag about, but understood, Scott. Oh man, that's nice. Oh man, that's nice. Show the crop. Oh, you want me to show you the crappie? Look at this freaking tank. The picture doesn't do justice. Not gonna say I'm fat, but I ain't thin. Look at that freaking hog, dude. Look at that hog. I'm kidding. Look at that. That thing was massive, dude. All right, back to painting. I'm done bragging. That thing was huge. I ended up letting it go back in the water too. It was funny. My wife, she goes fishing with me a lot, and she said, I don't know. I guess it was when she was a kid or whatever. Her dad would always tell him, "Get it over the bank, get it over the bank." And I was reeling that in. I thought it was a bass, and then we saw it was a crappie, and she started telling me that, "Get it over the bank, get it over the bank." I ended up getting it. She grabbed it out of the water because she wanted to see it more than I did. I think she was more excited about it than me. And she said, if you weren't going to grab it, I was about to jump in. Like, that's how you know you might have the one. There was one time, this isn't the most manly story ever, but she had these, like, they're not like Crocs, but, you know, water shoes, I guess. And I lost one out there, and it was really shallow. Like, I don't really want to lose that lure. She walked out there and got it. Can you believe that? Good gosh. I'm running out of room here. Absolutely, brother. You should try it sometime, I'm telling you. If I could get a solid connection with this, we could do this. Well, I'm working on order 5 right now, and we're on the second to last. This one's just a ghost shad. $15% off of $20 or more. I even lowered it, fellas. And that's still a work in progress. How did you like, I don't want you telling the world, but how did you like that method? That seems to, dude, it is literally a game changer. And I'll tell you, I figured that out by trying to make it matte. That's how I figured it out. And then it actually ended up fixing another problem I had. I'm like, well, we're going to have to rotate this. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to paint this. Because they add that stuff too. Dude, come on now. You're going back on the stand, you unhelpful lure. And dude, I'm not kidding. I think when you do it like that, one, you get you really get a thick coat of clear coat on there. And my theory is too, and I'm not a scientist, but you're adding a little structure to the clear coat with that. So I can't prove this, but I would be interested to see if it's stronger than just straight. Oh, I can't give it away. It's really not that good of a tip. I'll give you a hint. It'll take the shine of the clear coat down ever so slightly. All right, let's put a shad dot on here. Maybe that would be a good YouTube video for that. Really, it's not even that close of a secret. It's something I discovered that actually works really good. Oh, dude. Especially if you use vice grips. Because when you said you'd been trying to clear coat them by hand, I'm like, dude. All right, let's put some eyes on this. That pliers work good too. Needle nose pliers, needle nose vice grips. Literally a game changer. All right, let's put some eyes on this one. I got the perfect eyes for a ghost shed. Yeah, dude, hands, I can't even imagine trying to do it that way. Is it just a clear bait with eyes on it? A shad dot. So I'm gonna take a guess. It's a shad. I bet you did a Bagley color. I guarantee it's a Bagley color now. This is like Christmas trying to guess what present I'm getting. Clear bait with a shad dot. That's the first time I've ever done the ghost shad with this eye. And I think I'm going to continue doing it that way. All right, we got one more. Do you have any suggestions, ideas, or you want me to just throw some on there? I wonder what a baby bass plopper would look like. Those eyes are really... I don't have any matte. I don't really have a good spot to spray it. I got an idea. Perch color, I got you. Perch or peach? I'm assuming you mean peach. Perch. I just don't have a setup to spray that automotive clear coat. Heck yeah. Hopefully you hook into a shark. That'd be cool. Did you say, before I paint this, perch or peach? Perch, gotcha. No, I'm not a peach. Well, who knows what I am. More like a peach. It might be too big of a compliment. All right, give me, yeah, peach, a piece of peach. Give me a second. Give me a second. A piece of peach. All right, perch. Let me look up a perch really quick. Refresh my memory. Of course, as soon as he leaves, I see his text message. Yep. Well, hey, you never know. I might do it like the Rapala one that's orange, gold. green.
You know, one of my biggest regrets is there's a guy that had what was it? A vintage Hedden, I think a torpedo, one of those giant ones, and I didn't buy it. You can't even find that one. He said, I think they sell for 150 on eBay, and we couldn't even find a listing. And I'm like, I'd already spent like $2,000 on fishing lures that day, so I'm like, there's no way I'm buying anything else. What's up, brother?
As long as it's not a snake, we're good. A nuclear perch. What idea? Nuclear perch? It's the first I've heard of it. That's what Pike Hunter just sent me. Almost like more of a. Yeah, we're gonna do yellow first.
I just ripped out
A shitload of beard hairs putting this on.
nuclear peach. Okay, see, I can't read. Well, I did tell you that I didn't have filters in my respirator for like almost a year. So, brightest thing I've ever done. I think my brain was already damaged prior to that, dude.
Be honest, I really don't watch lure painting videos on YouTube. I will tell you, I watch a bunch of funny stuff on there, comedy stuff, I guess. I'm watching a bunch of Norm Macdonald today. Then, if you're ever bored, look up Shift Leader. I do not, dude. We're about to be in crisis mode because I think my phone charger is broken. Give me a second. Come on now. Maybe it'll work now. Well, it's charging again. Yeah, that's crisis mode. What am I gonna do?
Did you get her that pink one? I've been seeing people buy it. I don't know what it's called. Oh, the Proficiencies, I really like those. That was like the first decent rod I bought. Was one of those. I know exactly which one you're talking about. And they're like really good too. It's not like they do a good job designing them, but they are really like really high quality. One might say they're proficient. All right, time to cut some cardstock.
The world's worst scissors. Oh, well, that explains why they suck. Where in the world did I get Harbor Freight scissors from? Well, that's a good point. I know I didn't buy them, so. Come on now. Seabiscuit. I'm going to start calling him that. That's funny. Seabiscuit. I'm going to hit this with a hair dryer really quick. And we're almost done with these. Give that a second to dry. Nah, I don't got time to wait. I'm running a tight ship here. One of these. Let me finish this one up and I'll show you. This is a part of a order of 5. You want to kind of have an idea of what I have. You can look on my website. This is Midmo Tackle. I can paint any of that stuff live too. Or say there's something you want that I don't have on there, color wise, I guess. Let's put some eyes on it. Then I'll run these for you, big dog. Good gosh. That's way too much glue. That yeah. And the world could come. This thing's gonna be like a roach. I will still be on there. Where'd it go? Good gosh, what am I doing right now, dude? That's a no. This eye definitely isn't going anywhere. All right, brother. So you got the perch, ghost shed, and then 3 of the bones. I'm not gonna put them all here because it's gonna take forever. Here's the bone. Go ahead and run this for you. 5, so 65 for all 3. 5 of them. 3 of them. I can't speak. And obviously those will come clear coated tonight. I'll probably clear coat these in the morning, and I'll throw some hooks on there for you, brother. I gotta make up a few stickers really quick. I think they fit pretty well on these. Matt, thank you, buddy. I'll probably post that. Definitely that Ghost Shed on my Facebook and website in the morning too. So if you see something you can't live without, you can always go check on there. Check on there. There was somebody else that asked for one before that. I can't remember their name. Hey, matter of fact, I don't have to paint that one up, Alex. Matter of fact, I think I already got one of those ready. Let me show you. Got it in the hot dog. You can really see that. I'll run this if anybody wants it before we paint the next one. Then I got that. I got another one of these I'll show you after this. You can really see that color here. 30 seconds. What am I doing? Thank you, brother. You can really see it once it's been clear coated, which I guess is a good thing. Now, it's that same. You can, let's see. Yeah, you can definitely see it. I'll run this one if anybody wants it. Then we'll get back to painting. We're not going to do 45 minutes. Yes, sir. So I only have 2 of the top waters right now ready. If that's something you're wanting. I do have those on minmotackle.com. I lied. I got one more, then we'll get back to painting. One more. Here's that in a popper. And then we'll get back to painting. Unless anybody wants the -1, the 1.2, or the 1.5 in this color. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, dude. All right. Somebody asked for something else. What'd you say, A-Card? I know you said something about. Green and blue eyes. I really like that ghost shad. I just got to show off the rest of them. They're fire, dude. I really like the 1.2. That's probably my favorite. They all came out looking really good. I definitely got it right the second time. The first time I tried them, none of them really worked or looked too good. They're too blue. Second time I did it, I figured it out. Well, I'll tell you, it's kind of a. I started with the electric chicken, then I tried the monkey's milk, and I was walking around a craft store that will be unnamed, and I saw something. I'm like, oh, that's how they do it. Yeah, I got a couple of electric chickens actually. I'll show it to you. You don't have to buy it, but I'll just show you what it looks like. This one's actually already hooked up too, which is a nice change of pace for me. I'm really bad about hooking stuff up. I actually went out and fished this one too. If anybody wants it, I will run it. Of course, you know how it is. I think it'd be really good for like a crappie crank, especially in that smaller crank size. All right, enough talking. Let's get back to painting. I guess I can still talk, but and the electric chicken, I have not yet. You just gave me something to do, though. I'm going to write that down. On to the list. All right, let's get back to painting. All right, let's hit it with the hair dryer. Andrew, thank you for the order, dude. You're the first online order, big dog. I might have to throw something special in there, dude. I might have to do something in there. I appreciate it, bro. My wife's gonna be more excited than I am. I mean, I'm excited, but thank you, dude. I appreciate it a lot. All right. Where's the green? There it is. So, kind of my idea, and I think I've said it to you guys before. A lot of times, there's stuff that I paint live that, maybe I'll just paint one of, and then they'll go on there. Or maybe it's just something that I do every once in a while. Taking the pictures from these live paints has added a ton of variety to what I can put on there. And it's just a start. I mean, I had a Square site, but Square's is a pain in the ass, to tell you the truth. The whole adding stuff on there. I know Shopify is more expensive year over year, but the process is, you save time on the process, a lot of time. So it makes it something more feasible that I could do. With the Square, it's not bad, but it's actually, Square is actually more expensive if you want your own website domain. It's like $600 a year. Which is crazy to me. That seems extremely high. So I had to, that's a whole lot of random stuff. I had end up having to transfer the domain and pay like $100 for that name for a 4-year lease. So it's not going anywhere, at least for 4 years. And it still actually might be routed through Square. I'm just talking random nonsense right here, right now. I know none of you guys give a shit about this, but I've used Square for like in-person stuff, and that works pretty good. But I don't do very much in-person stuff. I wish I could, but really, where we're at, Yeah, exactly. If you had a brick and mortar, Square is definitely who they're catering to. They're catering to somebody that's in person. But when I end up buying that, I bought that domain. It's been over a year because I'm like, I got to get this before someone else thinks of Midmo Tackle. I couldn't believe that that name was actually free. So it's been pretty much a slow roll into it because I haven't really been knowing what I want to do with it. And I guess they say when you start having kids, you got to start figuring things out. And I'm like, because what I'm thinking right now is here soon, at least for a few years, probably a little longer than that, I'm not going to be able to paint the 100, 200 baits or whatever for live shows on Fridays. But I can make time for stuff like this. And implement more of a online presence on my own platform, I guess, for lack of a better term. Because Whatnot, I mean, I don't have any problem with Whatnot. I know I complain about it on occasion, but my complaints are like almost in a way unwarranted because I wouldn't be having this. I wouldn't be painting lures like this if it weren't for Whatnot. I was painting before, but nothing like it's been since Whatnot started. I'd paint some stuff and put it on my eBay, and it's just pain. It is painstakingly slow to build a following. I hate to say following, but it kind of is a following. Just doing pictures. It's really hard. I'm really just talking out loud right now, thinking out loud. I guess. I guess I'm talking out loud too, even though that sounds stupid. It's really hard to break into any industry in general. It's not like, but when it's something like this where it's more artistic, there is a ton of competition. It's just hard. It's not complaining. It forces you to get good, is what I'm saying. Because there's a lot of people that want to paint and do paint, but to actually make something out of it, you kind of have to get lucky for the most part. And persistent, I guess, is the other word. I'm looking for a shift right now. I'm just rambling. I don't know. I'm just thinking, how do I turn this into a long term thing? Oh, yeah, we could do that. Let me hit it with this. I was going to hit it with this shift really quick. Then we could do the blue over that. Or we could do the blue now. What's up, Glenn? Well, this shift really matches with the colors on the belly.
A splash of blue. You know what?
I should have waited to do that. We're going to try something. Long term, I wouldn't be opposed to having like an actual official shop, but I think my goal is not so much to paint, but to make designs and then hopefully sell the designs and paint for bigger companies. That's kind of what my end goal is. If I had to choose a path, that's how I wanted to go. I'll tell you this much: you can try to pick and choose anything you want. You go with what's given to you. So that's probably not going to happen. But if I had a choice, that's how I would like for it to be done. But I have said before, maybe doing just where I'm at right now, I don't think it'd be a very good spot to do something like that. Which we've thrown out the idea of moving to southern Missouri, where that would actually probably be a hit. Right where I'm at, I don't really see it being very successful here. Not that there aren't people that supply. I have a lot of, or not a lot of, quite a few people locally that support me. But I think it would be sweet to at some point have a place that I could do in-person live paints. I didn't do a very good job getting the scaling, but there is blue on it now. I'm never changing the name. I might actually give it a little. I'm hoping, I'll tell you what, I'm hoping that we go to Montana. My wife's like, this place is awesome. Let's move here. Great idea. It's the best idea you ever had. Then I guess it could be mid Montana. K May, what's up, brother? Yeah, it's never changing from mid mo. That's why everybody around here does like mid mo lumber. There's actually a guy, I didn't know about this until like a few months ago. There's a guy called Midmo Bates. He does soft plastics. It's a very common thing for people around this area to name their stuff Midmo because you're in the middle of Missouri. I don't really think I needed to explain that. That's kind of dumb, but you got the gist. That blue to the fin back here. Or are you saying? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I should know, but I don't. I think Missoula. I'm actually going to a few places. Going to Montana, Wyoming, and then Dillon, Colorado. I might have to add a T in there. I guess I could technically still do mid mo. I'm really excited to go to. I've been to Colorado quite a few times, but we're actually going fishing. Well, Mark's like, well, we don't have to just fish. I'm like, yeah, we don't have to just fish, but you might as well bring a fishing pole with you. I don't know about you. I'm okay with hiking to an extent. I'm not the idea of hiking way off in the wilderness in Montana. I might be built for that. I don't know if she's built for that. And just kidding, I'm definitely not built for that. It's knowing our luck, we'd get lost. Sounds good, buddy. Hoping to do. Been ordering stuff to fish out there. I don't know what we're gonna. I've never fly fished before, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, I'd imagine that's kind of a place where if you don't have neighbors to help you, you can kind of get screwed pretty quick. I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna say 12,000 neighbors. That's freaking awesome. That's insane, dude. That is a lot. You could get lost on your own property. That's really cool, though. Heck, I can get lost on in our house. Like, wait a minute. Yeah, that reminds me. There was one. I'll go ahead and run this now, but there was one time my wife never told me that she was scared of heights. So there's like this little park in Columbia, and there's nothing here that's super high. I will say some of like the river bluffs or whatever, it is kind of sketchy staying on the edge of those. But she failed to inform me before going there that she was deathly afraid of heights, and so we got up to the top, and she's like, I can't go down. I can't go down. I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you gotta go down. So I think we'd been dating for a while at that point. I actually have one of my cousins. I have two cousins that work on the fire department over there. I'm like, do you want me to call my cousin? What are they gonna come out here with a fire rope? Not a fire rope, a fire ladder. After I said that, she she got up and moving. So I just need a minute. I just need a minute. There was another time. I haven't been that place in a long time. That is a really pretty place. It's like a private park. They have a lot of cool stuff there. We went to Eureka Springs, Arkansas. I guess I'm not the fondest of heights either. But they had like those fire watchtowers, and I'd climbed up them before, and they didn't scare me. Well, this day it was probably 30 or 40-mile-an-hour winds at the top of that thing, and I don't ever. I mean, a lot of people say I'm getting a panic attack. I'm getting a panic attack. They don't know what a panic attack is. I legit started to get one, and I won't lie, I was not very fond of that after that. I had to talk myself down. I'm like, get down, you bitch. Scared of a little wind? I was. I'll admit it. I'm really downplaying though. It started raining. This place is cool. I don't know if you ever want to just have a bizarre holiday weekend or not a holiday, a vacation weekend. Go to Eureka Springs because there's something in the water down there. I can't pinpoint it. I will say you don't have to worry about fitting in, so that's actually nice. Freudian slip. I'm not doing this. I know what I'm doing. It's one I need to do for the website anyway, so we're gonna knock out a 2 for 1. I'm gonna turn the fan on for a second here. Well, I have someone here is bound to think this is cool, so I might as well show it off. This is gonna be first time ever trying this. So it's either good or it's not good. That's usually how it goes. Sometimes she goes, sometimes she don't, Bubs. That's the way she goes. Did any of you guys ever watch Trailer Park Boys? Where'd all the liquor money go, Ray? All right, let's use the other white. Dude, there's one. I don't know what episode it is. I've watched it a few times from start to finish. I don't really watch TV anymore, but when I did, oh, that was my shiz. And there was one episode where Ray's in jail, and Julian goes and sees him. He said, "Ray, we're not gonna be able to get you out. We don't have enough money for the bail money." So Ray's like, "What the hell, Julian? That's how you're gonna treat the man in the chair? The Bible says you're supposed to help one another." So yeah, Ray, what does it say about drinking, faking disability, getting with hookers, Ray? What does it say about that? It's open to interpretation. That was so funny, dude. I love that show. Or no, he said, "You're reading books now. There's only one book you need, Julian, and it's the good old Bible." And then he says, "What does it say about this?" You did. I haven't watched it in a while now. I might have to refresh it. I remember one time we showed my wife's parents and her brother, and like, you guys, you guys are gonna think this is hilarious. Me and my wife were the only people laughing, dude. So I ordered glides, and I'm still waiting on them. They should be getting here within the next 10 days. And then I'll be able to paint more of them. All right. I'm not going to tell you all what I'm painting. But if you've watched recently, you might have an idea where this is going. By recently, I mean tonight. This is the first time this has ever been attempted. So it's either going to be good. I know it's going to be good. What am I kidding? I know this one's going to be fire. Okay. I need my dots. There they are. What I should start doing on the ones that I paint here, before they go on the website, I should write first on it. Add a little lore behind them. Good point. Till I'm just writing one on every single one. Hey everybody, this is the first one. I do not make spinners. There's a guy on here. I think it's Casey
Crappie Labs. That might be someone you want to reach out to. Rougarou might make them too. I'm not too sure. Okay. I gotta get a new phone charger, dude. There we are. The Iwata HPC. I would suggest. I actually saw your post about airbrush paint today. Maybe it was yesterday. I highly suggest this one, dude. I know it's expensive, but it pays for itself. It's actually, I mean, it is expensive if you're just getting into it. But airbrush wise, it's actually fairly middle of the road. If you're wanting something, I can paint it for you next, dude. I just want to paint this one up and then I'm good to take a request. All right. Remind me when I get this done. Birdie run. Like baits, I got like cranks, 1.5s, 1.2s cranks, 1.5 Lucky Craft KOs, walk the dog style baits, baby one KOs, baby Griffin KOs. Spoons. I do not do spoons. Dude, reach out to Last Light. He does a ton of spoons.
Take two. All right, cool. Let me get this one done. I gotta find a glove because I'm about to get my hand dirty. What could I have in store for this bait? What am I planning? Yeah, we're just gonna freehand it. I gotta admit, that was some phenomenal freehand. All right. It depends. I mean, if it's something I haven't done before, I can. I haven't done either one of those, so we'll try it. That's not a bad idea. I think I've done a translucent. I've done one with like a yellow belly. It's been a while ago. I never took good pictures of all my crawls, so I'm having to redo all of them. And I've started adding these shell lines on the bottom just to. Thank you, Angler's Advantage. I appreciate that, man. If you guys are looking for badass vintage, those guys have literally everything.
I told you guys I had something in mind for this bait. What about a monkey's milk crawl?
All right. I'm going to put the eyes on it. We're actually going to do another step with this really quick. I guess I can put the eyes on later. It's not that big of a deal. But I absolutely have to do the other step. I knew it was going to be sick, dude. First time ever trying it. Sometimes you just know.
All right. Where is it at? There it is. I have to turn this on for this part. It kind of does.
Sounds good with me. You said pinfish, mullet, and there's another one, but yeah. Let me finish this one up first, brother, and then I'll get to that. Let me hit this with the hair dryer. All right. Do blue eyes. Let me find them. There they are. Numero uno. First ever Monkey's Milk Crawl. I think it came out pretty nice. I agree. This one's I painted this exclusively for the website. I'm still gonna run it on here, but this is definitely a website color. Go ahead and run them if anybody's wanting them. You're all good. If you want to cancel it, that's fine. I think if you go into the store, I think you have to do it. I don't know if I can. I'll run it again. No, you're good, dude. Run this again. Or if you just want to keep that, we'll just use that for the next bait and deduct the difference from the 3. It's up to you. So this is for the Monkey's Milk Crawl. A 1.5s personally. Thank you. All right, cool. I don't think I can do that right now. I'll get it after the show, though. Yes, sir. You said mullet pinfish. I'm going to have to make some room really quick. Mullet pinfish, a croaker. I'm not familiar with any of these fish. Sure, dude. I've never done a pinfish. Let me show you the blanks I got really quick. I gotta hang up some baits really quick. Okay. Let me grab the blanks now. So, something like this. It's a Wiggle Griffin KO. 1.5. That's a S crank. 1.5. Lucky Craft kind of styled one. I got the lipless as well. 1.2. Let me see. Got some of these. Kind of like a flicker shad style blank. The baby ones as well. Do any of those interest you? Oh, the shad and the lipless. Which one is the shad? This one? Oh, I'm an idiot. I guess I said flicker shad. And you're wanting pinfish and mullet. I'll show you the lipless styles I have as well. So this is the one of the lipless. One other style. Two others actually, but I can only seem to find that one right now. Also this one. These are as deep as you let them go. So you said pinfish on the lipless. I gotta look up a pinfish. Yeah, 0 to a million. However deep your body of water is. Okay. Let's look up a pinfish. They're both the same weight. They're both a half ounce. So if you're gonna, I would probably go with this one because it's a little more condensed. Chris, what's up, brother? Sorry, I got distracted. Pinfish. Oh, all right. You're gonna challenge me. I think we can do it. Oh, also. Oh, pop up. It didn't pop up. Look at that. Minmo 15. 15%. I'm giving it away. All right, I'm done doing that dumb shit tonight. I'm giving it away. All right. Pinfish. All right. Let's see what we can do. Coop, what's up, brother? How you been, man? On the bait grind. Hustle never stops. Okay. Dude, not saying I don't think I can do this, but this is going to be difficult. We're hanging in there, brother. It's kind of got yellow lines down it that are really faint. And okay. It almost is like stair step down. Okay. I gotta do some thinking. What can I use? A bream. Are breams crappie, right? Or are they bluegill? Richard, if you go look on my website, Minmo Tackle, I got some ready on there. These are the last two I'm going to be painting tonight live. Give me a second. I got to figure out how I'm going to do this. I got to figure out something. Then. What do I have? We might just have to wing this, dude. We are going to have to wing this. Let me get a piece of paper. Send it. I ain't got any other choice. Where are my terrible Harbor Freight scissors go. There they are. It'll all tie together in the end. Luckily for me, they're not necessarily super pronounced. So I kind of have a little bit of leeway in that facet.
With a guy.
Thank you, Richard. That's still that guy that's still a work in progress. We're gonna, as always, that stuff's always growing. And what I'm thinking, and just work my way down it. Sudsville, thank you, big dog. I appreciate it, brother. And luckily, I don't think I have to put too many of these on here. Maybe 3. Kind of sounds like a goose. Why does it not need to be perfect? Well, since you asked, nobody asked, but we're going to put this in a stencil and instant mesh. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, man. We're just getting started over there. Figured get it done now before the kids here. Yeah, thank you, Andrew. You're the man. I seriously have to throw something in there. Yeah, just got to keep on it, dude. Now I feel like, not like a cocky way, but the only person holding me back is myself. You can really do whatever you want to in life. It's just a matter of doing it. I feel like a lot of times I hold myself back definitely more than anybody does. So we'll see how it goes. I think that's a common problem for everybody, really. Sorry, I'm getting this thing put in here right now. Well, I am now. These are learned behaviors. I guess that's just something that comes with age, too. You start thinking a little wiser, I guess. I think something, and obviously we all want to make money, but I think this is actually something that's in my benefit, is I'm not very money motivated, if that makes sense. Obviously, I have to make money in order to live, but I think that's one good thing is I don't think that's somewhere I'm going to compromise. And this sounds kind of crazy. I enjoy painting, and people are always thinking, I think people think I fish a lot. I do love fishing, but I like painting more than I like fishing. So it's always fun to. I don't really view it as paint, Lou. I kind of get to express myself. I know that sounds kind of fruity, but a lot of people who paint or do anything like that, it's not necessarily. It's an outlet for them, you know. We're gonna use this again. I'm hoping this comes out good, dude. I've never tried one of these before, so I don't know what we're gonna look like on this. You got to try.
You're all good, Pike Hunter. You only missed the best lure known to man. No, I'm kidding. There has to be an easier way of doing this, but it is what it is. Too late now to switch it. Yeah, and now I think about it, dude. I had this. It's a little harder doing on this side. I will say it's something you learn with time. Because in the beginning, one of these days I'll have to bust out some of my first lures. And they don't look anything like this. Now it seems like they have a little bit of darkness up around the top. Not much, but I gotta look at this fish again.
I'm gonna spray some shift on it now. Almost. This has to be a saltwater fish. The saltwater ones always look so wild to me. Florida. All right, let's do some shift now. Let's see what this looks like. I hope so. All right, let's hit it with the hair dryer and we'll see what we're working with. Hey, it's not out of the mesh yet, big dog. I think it will be cool. It's really hard to get those fish just have some insane color to them. Moment of truth. Thank you, fellas. Now I'm going to spray the back with some of that shift. Man, that color shift is burning my hands. Oh, we can do that. Yeah, let me get a glove. I've never had color shift burn. Some black, yeah. Let's go and do that now, actually. I'm half temp. Well, no, I kind of want to keep it like that because they don't have a color really on their back. Okay. What was the other one? A mullet? Mullet, all right.
I need to mix that up more, dude. I think I just sprayed liquid on it, no shift. What's up, babe? How you doing tonight, brother? All right, let me hit this with the mid coat. We'll put an eye on it then. As always, you catch fish with them, send me pictures. I need some pictures for my website and all kinds of stuff. Well, to be honest, dude, I'm doing all right. It is kind of a sad day. I really ain't talked about it on here, but
I think we had I had a family member today pass away. Now I'm not happy about it, but it's not like it was completely unexpected. Kind of sucked though on Mother's Day. And it's all right, bro. We'll get that eye put on after this one. Thank you, buddy. We'll do that mullet now. Let me take a look at it. And then I'm done. I need a break from painting after this one. At least done for the night. I'll probably be back on tomorrow at some point. And I'm going to have to get a new phone charger tomorrow. Because this one's cooked. Oh, you're a saint, dude. You weren't kidding. I'm glad I started on the harder one first. It's almost like a silver shad, almost. Put some different white on here real quick. All right, let me take another look at this. And I'll show you how we're going to do these lines. I'm actually going to put a little silver on here. All right, let's dry it. Put it in the mesh. All right. We're going strong tonight, bro. We're going strong tonight. This is the last one, though. Okay, let me look at this picture again. They're like ever so faint. So I might have something for it. I gotta find it. It's one I made for a different bait. But there it is. You never know, dude. I cut out and make quite a few of these for one particular bait, and then comes around that I end up needing them for others. Awesome, buddy. Thanks for coming on by. I'll have to check it out after this. This is the last one. Last one tonight for sure. I'm glad that worked though, because I know how much of a pain that UV stuff can be, dude. All right, I'll have to holler at you. That's since we share knowledge back and forth, that's a off-stream conversation. This almost looks like a hybrid. You're leveling up, brother. I can tell you right now, this one's gonna be sick. I think it looks fairly close to what we were going for. I'm still needing to order those blanks. I do. I had to make it myself. What do you think? We got to put some shift on this one, right? I think we got to put some shift. Nothing too crazy. Something to give it a little glimmer. That's the once you figure that part out and you're confident with that part, it just because like that with glides, for example. When I first started doing glides, I'm like, there's no way I'm doing this with the UV resin, but I'm to the point now where I don't ever have a problem with resin. If it does, I do. It's usually something that's my fault. I'm saving up, dude. I'm gonna ball out before the end of the year and get some new brushes. I'm planning on getting I really want that Micron. I think that's one I wait till it's tax time. Be like, so how much money do I got to spend? But I've been wanting to get that. I think you're the one who mentioned those to me. I really like this Iwata Eclipse. I don't really think I'm going to change because I'm pretty confident with the Iwata Eclipse, and I've had it now for a few months, and it's been probably the best thing I've purchased. Let's get the eyes put on these. Thank you, buddy. Let's look up. What was this one? Pinfish. They kind of have like a gold eye. I know once you start looking, the thing is, it's just the first one I got, like nice one. So I'm sure if I got one of the other ones, I might feel different, you know. But I do want a Micron. Right, seems like I'm a saltwater lure painterman now. Been on a saltwater kick lately. Let's just go ahead and cancel out of the one. I'll just run this as a 2-for-1. That'll save you on shipping as well. Once I get off here, I'll go into that setting and I'll accept that refund. Good fishing. You need to look him up, dude. GUD fishing. It's actually where I got none of the blanks on screen now, but he sold me a bunch of blanks because I guess he's doing just hardwood blanks again. That dude is, I'm telling you, you need to look him up. He's down in Florida too. He was on Whatnot, and he was getting robbed on here. I'm not sure off the top of my head. You guys can look up his website. It's GUD Fishing. I mean, he seriously makes some insanely good hard baits. Like crazy good, dude. Like, I don't blame him getting out of plastic. I'll put it that way. This would be 26, so the 13 each. You'll get. Are you saying just run? I could just run one and we keep the other one and not cancel it. I mean, it's up to you. If you prefer, just we can cancel that request and do this. Or really, it's up to you, man. Whatever works best for you, I'm okay with it. What color eyes do mullets have? Like gold? Black and white? Oh, yeah, they are. All right, dude. That works for me. We're just going to go with these silver and black. I think you might get charged a couple more bucks on the shipping. So it would be cheaper long term just to run this one listing. All right, cool. Yeah, no, that works. And once I get off here, actually, what am I doing? I'll just cancel it right now. Oh, yeah. Dude, I love flat sided, especially balsa. Heck, that's the balsa I carved was flat sided. Okay, I just accepted that cancellation for you, dude. So that'll save you money. Here you go, brother. Let me get in here. Oh, dude, you're going. I'm excited, dude. You start talking about wood baits. I love that. I mean, I love wood baits. I love carving them. I just ain't a big fan of selling them. Of course, buddy. Hey, you're gonna be the new Marlin. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I don't think anyone's better than he is. All right, guys. I'm hopping off here. Before I go, as always, Midmo Tackle, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Make sure you go check out the website. That's midmotackle.com. Midmo15 gets you 15% off $20 or more. So we're going to raid into somebody. And I will holler at you guys probably tomorrow. We'll figure it out. So I will talk to y'all later.